every single time, like, I hold it up to my face, it like flashbangs me. Like I don't know how to put it in that perspective, but like every single time, I keep moving the mic around, like I'm not holding it in my hand. Back in the video today, story time. Now I had somebody tell me I had like this dude on TikTok, and he be having like this room that's like extra super duper clean, and it was like, why the hell your room look like that? My room is not as clean as that. That dude's room is squeaky clean. Mine's is nothing like that. So don't compare me to him. He's cool, but don't compare me to him because my room has never been as clean as his. But I really just want to talk about the time I've almost died. Now, for context, you can hear my voice right now. My voice can at any given moment get very soft to deep to light to I can, like I was saying, my voice at any given moment can get from like light to deep to dark. It's really just like a I'm pretty sure I was younger. I raptured something. I think I swallowed a penny. I was a dumbass. You know, dumbasses do dumbass things, and my dumb ass ate a penny. I don't know what convinced me to eat a penny. What is this? Be super duper serious right now. What are we on? So yeah, I ate a penny. I was a dumbass, and it really it set like I wouldn't say it set me up for failure, but at the same time, it set me up for greatness. Cause like when it comes from a artistic standpoint, any given moment, I can articulate myself differently. Some people have to go over voice training to get their voice to sound a certain way. I can just do it off rip. Like I feel like that is a W on my behalf. I don't know. You might not think it's a W. I don't really give a fuck what you think. Personally. Period. That was gay. This is back in middle school. Ish. So I went to my first football game with this girl. Well, I didn't really go with her. I showed up. I didn't really know if anybody was going. I put it on my note, but I was a little like, I'm not gonna say unknown because I was known. Like my 7th grade year, I was known, but going into my 8th grade year, like I was like I don't know how to put it. I wasn't like the cool kids. Like they was known. I won't known. I was just known by like a certain amount of people. So it was kind of different for me. Like I went on my note and I was like, who going to the game? And my homeboy talking about some shut your bitch ass up, bro. Fuck you. I still remember. I went on my note. I just got my iPhone, my first ever iPhone. I had an SE. I go on my note and I'm talking about some who going to the game. This nigga said, "Shut your bitch ass up." I just looked at the message and ignored it, cause like I've personally I don't like to leave the house. I say that like I'm very much introverted. Like I do not like leaving, but when I do get out of my zone and I do get to meet people, like it's really just a fun experience for me and for everybody around. So like it was cool, bro. But like for him to tell me to shut my bitch ass up, bro. I'm trying to see what the hell's going on. What's up? Like, what you got? No, I'm trolling. Actually, I didn't want to go alone. I remember my homeboy Antonio. He said he was gonna go, but I'm walking to the game. I'm not getting dropped off. I'm walking. It's my first game ever, right? I wasn't really like I didn't like being in crowds. I didn't know nobody, so it's like, nigga, is you coming to the game or not? Cause I really just wanted to hang with people. Like I don't like being, I like I don't like being alone. I like the thought of being alone. It's cool to have friends, but it's like if you want to, you could just chill and you don't gotta be with your friends all the time. I find that cool, but I ended up going to the game. Antonio did not go that day. Actually, no, I think he came when I was leaving, and that was like 8 or 7:30. I don't know. I don't stay at games long. It's not really my vibe. So I get to the game. I'm walking. We have the track. You walk on that. You go. The concessions is right there when you're walking around, and then you go to the bleachers. Those are right next to the concessions. So I'm pulling up. I post on my story that I'm there. This girl slide up, and she like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm about to walk out the bleachers." She was like, "Turn to the left. We on the second row." Whole time I thought it was some hugs, cause I wasn't really reading the name. I was just texting back and forth. It was one of my homegirls from like elementary school. So I forgot we went to the same school. I didn't end up like, we was low key like tight close. Like we was mad tight close that game. Like I think we was like hugging and shit, holding each other's hands. And her homegirls and homeboys was there. I knew them. We weren't really friends. I didn't like. I didn't really conversate. That's not a word. I didn't really converse with him until like later on in the real, when I, what's up with me, later on in the year when I actually started knowing people. So I remember like we were just sitting there cuddled up. So that same day I'm leaving the game, right? And like I don't know like what to do, cause like we was just built up the entire game. We're not really doing anything with it. So that same game, I text her like right before I leave, cause I remember my pops was coming to pick me up, and I was like, "So is you trying to talk or what?" And I was like, "I'm in middle school. Nobody really wants to wait to get in a relationship." Well, I didn't, and I know the school I went to, they didn't either. So it was really no point. So I remember I was like, "So what you trying to do? You know, you trying to talk?" We was both like, talking is lame. Let's just hop into it. Cause I already knew her. I already knew like half the shit about her. We were friends for years. Went to elementary school together. I knew her because I dated her friend. And like, it was really no point in sitting here and waiting. So we did end up like talking, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is how I almost died 2 times in 2 weeks. Now that same game, you know, how I said I was leaving, right? My homegirl name, we gonna call her LaQuisha. LaQuisha was there. I remember she said she was gonna go to the game, and our class team living. So I see her. I'm like, "Yo, Laura." I just said her name. Yo, LaQuisha. And yo, when I tell you, she was not up for no game. She was like, "Hey, Say." I'm like, "Whoa, what's up with her vibe? She not really acting like her right now. What? Hold on." Now this, I only knew her because at the start of the year, you know, I knew her because we had a class last year, and I was just becoming known. Like, it took me a long time to gain friends and, you know, people for me to know me. So it was like, I knew her and she was my homegirl. Yo, tell me why I just see her and her homegirl, Paris. That's what we're gonna call her, cause she's named after like a city in Europe. Yeah, we're gonna call her Paris. Her, LaQuisha in Paris, my nigga. LaQuisha in Paris. There's these two girls. I guess they were beefing. They run up. Oh my gosh, it was the meanest hit I ever seen. They was just throwing haymakers. I've never seen girls fight like that before. They was going ham. I'm over here. I'm analyzing my phone. About to die on two, and I gotta test my dad when I leave. So I'm really not trying to like, what's my battery? I'm examining the fight. I'm like, let's see if I can get on the angles. You know, hold on. My phone hit 1%. I put it in my pocket. Put it right in my pocket. I'm not gonna lie. I put it right in my pocket. So I put it in my pocket, and the cops pulling up. Yo, when I tell you, all I heard was mwah, mwah, mwah. Yo, I was gone, and the cops already coming my way. I'm black, and I'm in a football game. You really think I'm about to sit here and wait? Yo, they gonna think that I did it. They're gonna think that I did it. No, I was gone. When I tell you I hate feet, bro. I said, Lariah, look, bro. She wasn't paying. She was fighting. She didn't even hear the gunshot. I'm like, yo, nigga, look. My voice was a little light at the time. It was a little higher pitch. So I'm like, nigga, look. Yo, when I tell you, she turned around, seen the officer. She didn't even care about the gunshot. She cared about the officer. She seen the officer charging our way. The gunshots were on the opponent side. The officers were charging our way. They had the other way would have been closer if they went around to the other side. They weren't going to the other side. They were coming to us. So you're obviously not worried about the right thing. I push her. We're gone. We are gone. When I tell you we're running, and you have to run when you're running on the track. You go around the opponent section is on the other side. So we're running. They let off like 4 more rounds. I'm like, what? Bro, I'm supposed to be a suburb baby. Why am I going through this, bro? I'm supposed to be in a house playing Fortnite. Like why am I going through this? So I hit feet. Y'all know I'm a track athlete. That was a fat, like, in middle school, my PR was a 55 split. Bro, I'm pretty sure if I would have ran like that at the track meet in middle school, it probably would have been like a 49 split because I was gone. When I tell you, I was from point A to point B to point C in less than 15 minutes. I had to get to the 7-Eleven, which is right next to Bayside High School, which is a high school I went to my 9th grade year before I moved to Hawaii. That's where the game was happening. So all I remember, right? I go from the track. I sped through the park. It's cars moving in and out because, people getting picked up to leave. The game was supposed to be over in about 6 or 8 minutes. I'm not trying to say you're not getting me. So, yeah, bro. All these cars move. I am hitting beats. I should have been on a football team the way I was hitting them spin moves and shit. Like, I was moving. So I get to the 7-Eleven. I cop like a Arizona, a donut, some pizza, and some hot fries, and I sit outside and I wait for my pops because I was scared. And the police, they was still trying to figure out who shot, so they running, they going all around. I see them coming to the 7-Eleven. I'm black. I'm in Virginia. I'm at a football game. I'm sagging my pants and I'm wearing all black. They're gonna question me. But when I tell you, all I seen was my dad truck pull up, and I was so relieved. You don't understand. All I seen was the big red Clifford pull up, and I'm just like, oh, they can't question me. And the second I got in that truck, that's when they walked into 7-Eleven. Because I was moving, bro. I was hitting feet. But now let's lead on to the upcoming week. This was on a Thursday afternoon. Mind you, based up my middle school, we made it to the playoffs. So the next week, it's another game going on. I think it was the same team. I don't know, because we had beat them, and I think it was a playoff game where we had to go against them again. Now this one is crazy, because like I told y'all, I'm supposed to be a suburb baby. I'm not supposed to be getting in no altercations with nobody, bro. So basically, the week prior to the last game, before the upcoming one that I'm about to talk about, I had a beef with this one dude, and I'll have one up about how I wanted to be a thug in middle school, which I did get in like 2 fights. Happily, I won both, but it doesn't really prove anything because I'm not a thug. I'm a good kid, I guess. But I remember I had an altercation with this dude, and we were supposed to fight. He didn't go to Bayside. He went to the school that we was about to go against, and I think it was the same school, but he didn't show up to the other game. That's the game he was supposed to fight in. He was like, "Yeah, when I see Say, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of him." I'm like, "What? You're not touching me, buddy. What are you talking about?" But he said he was gonna slap me, so I'm sitting here like, what if I see him at this next game? But we had a whole altercation a week prior, and it was just a whole bunch of hippie jippy. It was really over some BS. I think we was in a group chat. I gotta stop going and joining group chats because people like to glaze me like I'm some little bitch. I'm not. I don't like to tolerate disrespect. I will say something back, and if I get my ass beat, I get my ass beat. But you're not gonna call me a bitch. Simple as that. You gotta stand up for yourselves, guys. But yeah, we had an altercation, and he pulls up. I really thought it was straight hands, bro. I thought that we was gonna have straight hands. I'm a dumbass. I was a dumbass. So I pull up to the game, right? Cooling. It's another home game. It's easy for us. We don't really got no problem. Like home games, we usually win games at home. So I wasn't even tripping. Like I really just wanted to watch the game. I loved seeing my cousin get on the field because he can play both sides of the ball. He's a tri-athlete. Like, bro, I was just vouching him from the stands. Every single time I see him get the ball, I was screaming his name because I'm a supporter as fan. So I'm just ready to see the game, and I'm there, I'm chilling, I'm with the guys. The guys actually pulled up this time. Not Jamari and Trill. Jamari was fat in middle school. I don't think he wanted to show his face. And me and Montreal won't like jelly and peanut butter at the time, so we didn't. Either of them showed up. It was other people I used to hang with, like thuggish people, because like I said, I wanted to be a thug. I'm not a thug. Disclaimer, not a thug, but I wanted to be a thug. So if you like, I was just chilling with them. I copped all of us Skittles in Arizona because to me, it was cheap. To them, they didn't have that type of money. Section 8 does not pay for that. Their EBT and food stamps was not paying for that. So I got us all some little light snacks, and we was just vibing, bro. So we chilling. It's halftime. I go down, I'm like, yo, I low-key want a hot dog. They was frying my shit. I like hot dogs. What's wrong with liking hot dogs? Why do y'all always make stuff what it's not? I can eat a hot dog as a straight man. I can't have a glizzy. Like, what's up? Y'all always making something it's not. But I go to get a glizzy. I'm coming back. And I see the other dude that I had an altercation with come into my section. He already knew that my homeboys would, those are the people I hung with. So he was coming over there. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Bro, when I tell you, I get over there, I'm already eating my glizzy. I was hungry. All I had was Skittles in Arizona. Nigga, what that's not gonna fill me up. That's not gonna fill me up. So, I'm coming back and doing all this hobby lobby type shit going on, and I see him like, yo, what's the word, bro? You was talking all that. So we square up, right? They already square. It's already like crowd forming everything, bro. Tell me why a nigga pulled his gun out. Like, I don't even know who it was. It's probably one of the dudes he pulled over. Nigga pulled his gun out. So I'm not playing. I'm not losing my life over no internet drama because you called me a bitch and I wasn't taking no disrespect. No. What do you think this is? I'm not no dumb, bro. Hell no, bro. When I tell you, I don't even know what happened, but I remember. Then I think it was this arm cooked. I remember I got a brick thrown at it. I thought I was Superman. Like, I be watching movies. I really thought I was Superman. So I tried to tank it. Buddy, I did not tank it. Bro, that's what I said. Oh my god. I was looking stupid. I think I got like a video or something. Bro, Discord, shut up. I think I got a video where I was doing like a little dance with this. I don't know. But god. That was embarrassing. But I remember, like, they threw the brick. Fucked my arm up. And then, I remember him, the dude pulling his shit out, and I was gone. Like I said, I didn't have nowhere to go that time, cause I forget what section we were in, but it was nowhere close to where I was in previously. When I tell you, I didn't know where I was going. I was gone, cause I never been to Bayside High. It was really my second time technically. So I was really just trying to find my way. I'm hitting corners, trying to hide. I don't know what's going on. They chasing after me. You know I'm a track athlete. I'm gonna hit feet. This nigga must have thought I was a slow ass bum that was in the streets. I'm not in the streets. I just wasn't gonna take disrespect from a broke ass Section 8 living ass nigga that doesn't have nothing going for him at all. I wasn't gonna take disrespect. So I'm hitting feet, and I see somebody I know. Like, I think it was my homegirl. She was like a junior. Don't quote me on it. She might have been a senior. I don't know why I knew her. I just knew a lot of people, and it really worked out in my favor. Yo, when I told her I hopped in that car, I explained everything in a blickety split. I explained everything in a blickety split. When I tell you, bro, she dropped me off in my crib. It was over. When I tell you, I blocked dude on Instagram so fast, cause like, it's not like I've never seen a gun or I've never held a gun, but it's like when you have a weapon and you're threatening somebody with that weapon, it gets to an extent like, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's crazy because all of that could have been avoided. Me and him probably could have been cool. All of that could have been avoided if I was just like not trying to fit in. If I wasn't trying to fit in, I feel like if I wasn't trying to fit in, I probably would have been cool with the dude. He probably would have stuck up for me a few times. But nah, me having an altercation with him said everything. And that's you know what? I never did this before, but that's what I want y'all to get from this video. Don't ruin like stuff that you can have with people, like relationships, bonds, over some petty word, nothing like that. You gotta learn people, you gotta understand where they're coming from and understand their like how they grow up. And over time, I sound like somebody daddy, but over time, like, as a growing young man, I've realized that like you can't always judge somebody and you can't always hold what they did against you. Nor can you take things to heart when it's not that serious, because you don't know people's backgrounds and how they grew up. So yeah, that's what I want y'all to grasp from this video. Let me feel me. Let me know. My views been dropping. I don't know if anybody's gonna let me know, but let me know if y'all fuck with this. Like,